back, baby! Today's look is a zombie-inspired one, obvi. First things first, going in with my concealer and no foundation or tinted moisturizer because this concealer, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind one, is the only thing I have that's lighter than my skin color right now, so that's really all I'm using, plus powder. I'm also mapping out my bone structure, then of course going in with a sponge and blending it out. Once that's done, I set it and mattify it with some powder. Again, I try to use powder that's a lot lighter than my skin. If you have translucent powder, that will also work. Oh, also, I filmed this the day after my vampire video, which you should totally check out. Anyways, I don't know if I just didn't take off enough of my makeup before I went to bed or if it just stained my eyes slightly, but either way, it really enhanced the dark circles, which is actually really awesome for this particular makeup look, so I'm not complaining, but that is why I look a little crazy with my concealer on. Alright, next up is some contour. Just follow your bone structure and really make your cheeks look hollow. Not me staring into your soul. Oh my god. I feel like during this whole video, either I look like a Tim Burton character with like really big eyes, or look really pissed off every time I look at the camera. For this part, I'm not entirely sure how to describe it. But I essentially went in alternating between a fluffy brush and a precise brush to areas that I thought my skin would form dimples, sag, maybe crease or decay from snarling like a zombie, if that makes any sense. I mean, obviously just watch the video and you'll see what I'm doing. I guess this is a roundabout way of saying there was no rhyme or reason. Here's a quick little sing-along break. I was listening to a band called Witch Fever. They're like this UK punk, post-punk, heavy doom metal band. If you listen to their stuff, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, now that the contour is wrapping up and done, it's time to make our skin truly look dead by layering blue, purple, and greens on top using my Creature Cosmetics and Jason eyeshadow palette that I got from Hot Topic like a year or two ago. I first went in with the lightest green color in my big fluffy foundation powder brush and started kind of haphazardly applying it. I essentially did that with all of the colors, starting again with the light green, then the darker muted green on top, next some blue, and finally some purple. It is a tedious process because you want to be a little light-handed to really sell this natural looking dead skin. So kind of tedious, but definitely worth it. I also realized you can do this technique for a Beetlejuice makeup look, if you know what I mean. That kind of mossy look on your skin that he has. This is essentially how you do it. Just an FYI. Next, I'm using the fluffy blending brush from before and going in with the purple and blue and doing some detail work like nose contour and smaller bruising here and there around the eyes or wherever it just feels right. After that, it's time to make some creepy looking veins. For this, you can get as crazy or subtle as you want. I went a little crazy, but you don't have to. If you thought the buildup of the greens to the purples was tedious, man, oh man, you are not gonna like this part. It definitely took me a while to do all of the veins. And if you're not feeling this, it's totally fine to skip it and do something else. The eyes are relatively simple. Just use some red eyeshadow, eyeliner on the waterline or close to the eyes for a somewhat bloodshot look, and you're essentially done. And yes, I did stab myself in the eye. Whoopsie poopsie. Obviously, I would not recommend that. Now, you can totally stop here and throw on your zombie costume, or, okay, if you're a bad bitch who likes some glam, you can continue with the eyes and doing a zombie look, but make it glam. So for that, I tightlined my eyes, or in other words, I put some eyeliner, black, on my waterline and really close to my lashes. Also, I brought a slight wing out in the same shape as if emulating a vein. Next, I added some maroon, purpley colors all around my eyes. However you want, you can do this. I brought it out in like a wing shape, but again, you can do whatever kind of shape you want. Just go with the flow and have some fun. And of course, I went in with some shimmers and glittery colors on top, along with a hint of black for that halo eyeshadow look. I believe that's what it's called. So shadow on the outside and then shimmer on the center. And after all of that, I put on some mascara, and now the eyes are officially done. For lips, I originally wanted to do black lips, like fully black, but I ended up changing my mind and doing some ombre lip instead. So obviously I used a black pencil to outline my lips. Then I went in with some purple eyeshadow and lip balm for the center of it. And that's it. See, not too bad. Maybe a little tedious, but I mean, overall, I think it's worth it. So that's how you do a glam zombie look. Now sit back and enjoy me posing. It's so weird watching myself pose and do makeup, listen to myself, all while I'm editing. Very dystopian. Oh my god, not the TikTok transition. Oh, also, do you like the bat transition I made? I put it in the beginning and I'm gonna put it at the end, so you might not have noticed or really paid attention, but I thought it would be a fun add-on after watching or re-watching some Scooby-Doo shows and movies, so let me know. I forgot to do an outro, so if you make it to the end, thank you very much. And I'd really appreciate it if you would put a spell on the like button, a hex in the comments, and of course subscribe if you dare. I have a small playlist with the other easy and cheap Halloween makeup looks, so go check it out if that interests you. And as always, pleasant nightmares. Bye!